cracking, gente? You already know what it is. It's another motherfucking bedtime story. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Orale, let's tuck it in and just say fuck it one time for your mentality, right? Indubitably, a lot of people have been liking these motherfucking menudo style and in a motherfucking direct fashion bedtime stories. And I'm about to tell you guys another one because guess what? The shit don't stop to the motherfucking body rots. So we're definitely going to get straight into it. Trip out on this one, right? As you can see by the thumbnail, nalgonas, right? My africanas, right? The very first time I done lain with an African woman. So I was scared. Let me tell you something right now. Once you go black, you go back for more. Bang, bang. Or once you go black, you might need a wheelchair, things of that nature. I don't know. I can't call it like an alcoholic. Strike that, reverse it. The wind's blowing. We're going to get straight into it. You already know what it is, man. Here's a little bedtime story like this. Hit it. Here's a brown gangster, brown in size, t-shirt, Levi's. That's my only disguise. Woo, I built like a tank. You're hard to hit. Gun low from the west. Go get that shit. Now, trip out. We're going to do it like this. I remember back in the days, I just got out of Y. I was like 18 or 19 years old, and I went to a party. And I went to a party, it was a gang of homeboys there. This is back in the days when everyone was bumping fucking Norteño. See the fotos de my town and you know I'm gonna put it down on Pinta Bam. That was the song that was playing over and over again on loop. Vatos were really getting it in. I remember we were at this party out at a place called The Hatch, which was my homeboy Monkey's pad. It was way out in the country and we were wiggling, right? Well, there was a few hyenas there. Needless to say, there was an Africana, right? Now, I wasn't used to a lot of black chicks hanging around with us because they were either scared of what we had going on or they just didn't fraternize and fuck with us. At the same time, there was one there and she was with the homegirl Rosa and another homegirl and I was like, the wind's fucking blowing. I immediately targeted her as the one that I was going to take down that night. Why? Because she was mysterious. She had nalgas from here to there, right? And she was different, that's it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it out. You know, the homeboys are like, nah. I'm like, yeah. They're like, nah. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, nah. Trip out. So I definitely started popping at her. And she wasn't feeling me at first. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I was just too fine or something. But whatever the case may be, she definitely wasn't feeling your boy. But the homegirl Rosewood was. Okay, she was like, what's up, fool? What's good with it? You know what I mean? In the hood with it. She was like, hey, the Africana homegirl, she has a pad. Her parents are gone. They went to Philadelphia for a couple months. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. My antenna started to fucking go like this. Watch out. They started to wiggle because at the same time, I'm already contemplating. First of all, we're going to go over there. We're going to take all her shit. You know, I was a cold motherfucker back in the days. And I'm going to wreck that, right? So it was like a perfect, it was like a perfect storm. I was just ready to tsunami that ass, right? So we definitely got into it. Now, more of the story entails us going over there. There was an enemiga there. He was from a different barrio. We got into it. I let him go. I've told that story before. He ran. He was gone. He didn't want that smoke. His fucking chick was there. She gave a mean-ass mamon, and that was that. But anyways, a couple days later, we're still partying at this house. And the Africana still ain't gave up the nappy dugout. Orale, Ice Cube, right? I'm definitely trying to get involved in what she had going on, but she was feeling one of my homeboys' mouth. Boca, right? That was more his estilo, his flavor. I think he has kids from an Africana, if I'm not for sure, right? I think he does. But he's seen her, and he was like, fuck, I need that one time for my mind. And she was definitely on him. I guess he had that look that had him all shook. But she definitely was giving him, you know, that 1-2 step, that Sierra. And I was on the outside looking in. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. And maybe she knew that, right? So I wasn't the one for her, but I definitely was still implying that I was down. Eventually, over time, the homeboy had to go home to take a shower. So I was camped out there. I was there in sleepaway camp. I wasn't going nowhere. My homeboys were walking around in boxers, dick swinging like it was their pad. Orale. The TV was already gone. She said, hey, what happened to my TV? What TV? Right? We were on our different shit. She already came to the fucking fact that, hey, these Mexicans done got me, cuz. On Pablo. You know, we had to get ours, right? So I'm definitely there. I'm chilling. I got her fucking dad's fucking cachucha on. I'm wearing his hat and shit. I'm mobbing around in boxers, dick swinging everywhere. And she's like, hey, let me talk to you in the room. Christmas time. I'm about to see some boobs and not some boob too. So I definitely go in there and I'm like, what's happening with it? And she was like, hey, I think your homeboy stole my TV. That shit was at my pad already, right? I was like, allegedly. I was like, oh, damn, is that right? Nah, my homeboys don't get down like that. Meanwhile, the other homeboys in the other room trying to take the fucking VCR, right? I'm like, nah, it don't work like that. We don't get down. We're respectful. You know what I mean? Let me tell you about Mexicans. The essays are respectful. And you best believe this. I know the brothers are strong, but the essays are the deepest, right? And that means more hands to take more shit. So we definitely were doing our thing, but I convinced her. Next thing you know, I'm kissing on her, you know what I mean? And I can't lie, man. I popped the tape in the deck, old school shit, right? And next thing you know, freak me, baby. Oh, yeah. Freak me, baby. Let me lick you up and down till she says stop, right? And I definitely was getting my motherfucking Blackstreet on her silk. Whoever that was that sings that song. But I definitely was involved. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, gente. Quietly as it's kept, I know there's a lot of fucking Mexicana chicks right now watching me because they like me. Spencer, close your ears, like and subscribe. This is definitely some real shit right here. I ain't gonna lie, that's some of the best shit I ever had in my life. Arby's, I'll take the number 15. The one that looks like Beyonce, right? I definitely was involved with what she had going on. That was my first initiation. That was my first initiation into the ritual of Swahili. I definitely was down. I definitely enjoyed it. It definitely was different, right? That's all I can say. The way her shit clap that all on off, it was different. That's all I can say. Okay. My next time, where I knew that Afrikaners were just choice, they were like prime cut. They were different. Was this one chick, and I don't even want to say her name because, hey, I feel so bad. She was one of those hyenas that hung around the homeboys. Now, this was an Afrikaner that definitely was around the homeboys. She has kids by like 6 different homeboys. Palabra. You know what I mean? P-shot. For those of you that know, now you know, right? She definitely had kids by a lot of the homeboys, but her whole agenda was to fuck every homeboy from the barrio, even the ones that were married. And I remember all the old ladies used to keep a look at her, an eye on her, like, bitch, you know what I mean? And this, hey, she was bad. She looked like a mix between Janet Jackson and fucking Sierra. You know what I mean? I was trying to give her my nasty and my 1-2 step all at the same time. I was trying to escape, we'll have a good time, right? So I definitely got involved with her as well. And I can tell you right now, it wasn't a great experience. Tawanga. Her shit was like, I don't know. It was like the homeboy already done ripped out her fallopian tube because I definitely went involved and inside, and it was like throwing a fucking Tic Tac into Moby Dick's mouth. There was nothing there. I said, you know what I mean? I swear to God, bro, I had my hand in there. Look it, I know they'll probably ban me for this. I had my hand in there. She was like, take off your ring, bitch. That's not my ring. That's my watch, right? Palabra. It was crazy. It was different. Definitely wasn't a good experience, but I didn't judge all the people's by her and by my experience with her because I already knew. Let me tell you something, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the Jew. I already knew, so that definitely was not the one. You know, that led me to believe and come to the assumption that, hey, a hoe is a hoe, and you got to let her be that, right? But I still hit it about 4 or 5 different times, and every time was worse than the next. But, you know, when I was maniaco, she was definitely a phone call away, a page away, and she had a nice Honda Accord. So, you know what I mean? The winner was. Now, the one I wanted to tell you about is something that happened just a while back. Bang, biggity bang, bang, right? And I was at a club, and this motherfucker was cracking. There was about 4 homeboys with me, and we had our eyes. There was a group of Mexicana chicks. Oh my God. If I could explain to you what a beauty pageant looks like, they were the contestants. They were definitely the ones. I seen chicks. I seen motherfucking. I was like, good Lord, this one about to be popping right in this motherfucker. And I automatically assumed that they were peeping us because one of them was like this. She had the gooseneck on, right? Not the goose down. I said gooseneck, right? She definitely had the gooseneck on, and she was peeping. And the homeboy's like, hey, look, watch out. She likes me. She likes me. She likes me. You know, you always got that one homeboy. Everybody likes him, according to him. But he always ends up with the big old torta at the end. It wasn't going to be me that night. So I'm definitely trying to play it cool, play it smooth. You know what I mean? I'm making sure that my diamonds are hitting that way and that way. And these chicks are peeping, you know, so we already know, like, all right, we're good. So we shoot the homeboy at him. You know what I mean? We shoot a direct fucking linea. Get over there. Like, hey, we're on the 4-yard on the tira. Hey, shoot our line over there, Holmes. Hey, Wood, Spencer, Wood. Yeah, brother. Hey, can you pass my linea over there? Yeah, I got you. Sprinkle them in. Shoot my linea over to the chick. The homeboy's over there getting at him like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Me and my homeboys, hey, we got a motel. You know, what's popping? He's already thinking about Motel 6 or Best Western. It's already in his mind. He's going. He's just ad-libbing. This about to say whatever's right off the Dizomolio. Is that how you say it? The Domholio? I don't know. The Dome, right? However you say it. The homeboy had a way of saying it. The Dizomolio, right? Anyways, he's fucking like, hey, what's happening? I can see him over there. He's talking and talking. I'm like, damn, I'm nervous and shit. Are they going to get the pussy right? And then down the stairs walks 3 Africanos. Excuse me, Chicana, can you tap that Nubian princess on the fucking shoulder for me, please? Indubitably. I was over here. The homeboys were still over there. I was over here. Because two things were resonating in my mind. One, that first time, pretty brown eyes, you know that I see them. And me and this one Africana girl, we locked eyes, and I knew it was at that moment right there. She had more ass than a little bit. I knew I was going to give it to her the long way. You know what I mean? She walked straight up to me. She's like, what it do? Right? I said, my name's Tyrone. She said, what? I didn't even ask you your name. I said, oh, Spencer. Oh, yeah, what's up? What's up? They call me Gunner, right? She was like, hey, what's up? What's up with your homeboys? And I was not used to the fact of Africanas being just like fucking straight up like that. But then again, this is Califas. Califas is different. Hyenas don't play anymore. See, it's not like you got to go pop at them and go get at them. Them are the ones that are suspect. The ones that are just be like, what's happening? You already know what's happening. You know what I mean? They're down for whatever. We can get it on. I mean, in any type of weather, you know, what's fucking on, right? And so they definitely came at me, or this one, and she was like, what's up? What's happening? What's up with you and your homeboys, right? And I was like, you know, see, I don't know how they swing, but the way I go, right, is, yeah, I like black people. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to say. I was like Elmer Fudd in that motherfucker. Beep. That's all, folks. Orderly Porky. I was getting my Porky the Pig on, right? So I was stuttering and shit because I was looking at that ass, and I ain't even gonna lie, gente. Do you know who Stacey Dash is? Just picture that times 6, right? I say times 6. I can't say times 10 because her homegirl was times 10. But she was definitely rock hard body. I was like, fuck, bro. And my homeboy's like, he's like, hey, can I talk to you, eh? Can I talk to you? Orderly. What's up, Big Happy? Right? They ain't Mexican, ese. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. Fuck on. Do you see the nalgas on that? Yeah, bro, but see the way I was raised, homes in the barrio, we didn't get that. Well, hey, look at your barrio and my barrio are two different things. But we're from the same hood. Different clicas, now from the same clica. Different generation, now we're from the same generation. Fuck you. How about that? I'm over here. So I'm like, what's up? And then I had one homeboy, Pee Wee, that was down. He was like, hey, damn, what's up with her hunger? She got hella ass. I said, motherfucker, I done spotted that before I got at that, right? I said, I'm over here with this one, but so I'm looking like this. Watch out. I feel like Debo on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm all cross-eyed. I don't know which ass to look at. But they definitely were down. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie. I got on my simp sucker shit. You know what I mean? Hey, you girls want some Hennessy? You want some Patron? What you want? They were like, we take that Don Julio. I said, where have you been all my life? Right? Ordered it Don Julio for everyone. We were taking shots. The Mexicanos were down too. Next thing you know, it's a party. It's a hip hop hooray. Oh, I'm up with the Africano. Yo, right? And I definitely locked me in something special that night. Now I'm gonna tell you guys this without saying too much. Because those of you brothers that are out there, you already know. And the Mexicanos that are dipping their shit in the Company Inc., right? They already know what it is. They're like, shh, you tell them, gun. You tell them that's it, right? I'm going to tell you right now, because fuck that. Homes closed mouths can't get fed. This was different. When I put my shit in, the shit was like the flaming flames in hell, right? Oh, this is hell, motherfucker. It was on and cracking. I ain't gonna lie, man. I did the Bash Brother. I did the Conseco and the McGuire on that shit. I was different. It was the Battle of the Bay up in that motherfucking camp, right? I did double up. So I'm handling my business like I could say it was one of my better experiences I've ever had in my life. It changed my mentality. See, prior to that, I was a little standoffish when it came to the black community, and that was just based on not that I didn't have brothers that mom, but don't get it twisted. Don't put that jacket on me. But, you know, I mean, so I was scared, you know, sometimes we get into little beefs, there's little fights, little tussles and tumbles and things of that nature. You know, not necessarily up north as much as it is down south, but there'd be some friction in the air. I said, fuck you, that shit correct. That night I was on my grip shit, right? I was different. And that was just based on the head game. You know what I mean? Be shot. Palabra, the way the head game was, that gave the double twist with the pump. I don't know what she did. It was like magic. You know what I mean? It was like being in there with an Africano straight out of Zimbabwe doing some crazy shit. She was just working that shit. You know what I mean? I was in that motherfucker like, hey, put your comb away, pocket, right? Put the spear away. I was in that motherfucker having it my way. Orale, give me the chon. I was enjoying myself. Okay? That right there opened my eyes and changed my mentality towards women in general. That let me know it's all the same damn thing, or is it? One never knows, does one? I'm telling you right now, it ain't. It definitely ain't the same. I didn't have me a gang of white girls. Redheads, they put the fucking hair up and they get to my morning. Yeah, new word of the day, my morning. They get to my morning and says, get the wanga, but it's all good. She has 19 kids by 9 different baby daddies. I don't care. At the same time, I rather enjoy it. The pink nipple, man, bouncing. It's fine. And then, of course, you got the Mexicanos, so fine. I'm going to paint them like an hourglass, like a fucking glass of wine. And it's all good in the hood right there. And then, of course, you got the Puerto Ricans that do their head like this and shit with the big old booty and stuff. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying some of them, the ones I've had experience with. But I'll still clap that and get a cubana in the morning. And you know what it is, right? But man, we ain't going to go the Asian route. No, it's not sideways. It's up and down. Believe that. I can tell you from experience. That's another story for another day. One time for your mind. Now, back to the Africana. I'm telling you right now, I still chop it up with her. Oh, you don't believe me? That's facts. That's facts. She called me the other day. She was like, what's up? Let's go clubbing. Let's go out. I was like, well, that depends. You know what I mean? So it's good. You know what I mean? What you got on it? She was like, well, you're the YouTuber. You got all the money. I said, shit, girl. I make pennies on the dollar. You know what I mean? After YouTube takes their cut and my baby mama gets her issue, you know what I mean? And the babysitter and all that shit. I got $39.99 on it. What's good with it? I got enough for half of the fucking motel. She was like, yeah, let's kick it next weekend, whatever. And I was like, you gonna do that funny shit you do with, you know what I mean? That, what do you call it? The pineapple twist? Right? She has names for everything. Let me tell you, they're different. Okay? Now I know why the brothers are winning. Palabra, man. I ain't gonna lie. Latinas, I love you. You're always gonna be my number one, esas. You're always gonna be, right? But or number two. Yeah, I'll take a number two on the menu, right? What's that? That's the Africano with the big old nalga. That's always going to be my go-to. Because at the end of the night, when the day ends, right? They just hit different. That's it. Ring, ding, dong. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Keep my head ringing, right? They kept my shit ringing. You know? And now I understand why I see homeboys. Because I remember we had this one homeboy, Boca, like I said, Mouth. He had the Africana baby mama. And we used to be like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Why don't you stick to your own kind? You know, back in the days, motherfuckers was all on that fucking racial shit. Everybody. I'm not going to say myself. I wasn't too much into that. But homeboy, I'd be hanging around. They'd be like, why don't you stick to, why don't you have a kid? Hey, look at all the homeboys that said that. He's still with the chick. All the rest of the homeboys are fucking over there struggling on beach cruise, all sconted out. While their old lady's giving them my money to the same homeboy from the same water. Go, hey, what happened? You know what I mean? The black girl's over there like, what do you want to eat, baby? He's like, you already know how it does it. You know what I mean? She's like, Taco Tuesday? He's like, fuck that. Run that chicken in. One time for our minds. It's definitely on and cracking in his relationship, and I understand why. Because they hit different. He's holding on like in Vogue to that shit. He's getting his Don Robinson on. He's never going to leave that. And I don't blame him. Never going to get it, never going to get it, never. You'll never get something like this. Okay? And I understand every woman's different. They got different personalities. And, you know, brothers be like, man, yeah, you get you a hood bitch, though. They're different. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to run with that. I'm willing to bypass all the bullshit and whatever contract I have to sign. Because the way that shit hit, different. Anyways, these are the truths. These are the facts. This is my experience with the Africana chicks. You see the ones on the thumbnail? I didn't fuck neither one of them. I wish, right? But I definitely didn't, but that's good clickbait and eye candy, and you definitely looked at it and said, damn, what's this story about? And bang, bang, I got you where I want you, right? But the ones I did get, control. They were on their Janet Jackson, not their Freddie Jackson. They definitely were with the program. And, you know, and of course, on my Earth, Wind, and Fire shit, I was on that motherfucker like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And the head game, oh, I can't even explain it. Words can't. You got to go out there, gente, and do your own thing and enjoy and experience life. You know, when you keep yourself closed up and put yourself in a box, no, fuck that, I don't get down like that, I'll never. You know what I mean? Nope. I'm telling you right now, bro, it's different, you know, yet it's enjoyable. What do they say, erotic? I don't know how to spell it, but I definitely will say it, right? Anyways, gente, just another bedtime story for the one time for your mind, man, so you could definitely get involved. Again, don't take my word for it. You know, who am I? You know, I'm just another motherfucker, right? But definitely take your own word for it, so go out there and get you some. I promise, once you go black, you'll always go back. Right? Not all the time, but whenever you can. Whenever your hyena is not paying attention. You know what I mean? Everybody cheats. You got to know when. You got to know how. You got to know how to escape, homie. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You got to party on down to the Africana beat. Just kick it. Just kick it and stick it. Just hit it. Don't quit it. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move forward with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. At the end of the day, it's all about hustling, striving, and going out there and enjoying your life because you only get one life to live. On the other hand, tonight, I'm going to call the Africana. Bang, bang. Christmas time. It came early. I said, even before Thanksgiving, I'm going to get my turkey, my culera, y todo, my bang, bang. I'm down. Anyways, if you like this, please hit that thumbs up. One time for your mind, one time for your boy. These bedtime stories, if you like them, say it. If not, spray it. If not, you can hit me with the thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head. That wears your Speedthoughts crown. You know what it is. We with that biz. The gun. Bang, bang. She's the one I'm calling, you don't even know. You just don't.